Well, we got the Fez breaking down audio.
Sure.
I want to set this up again because we were talking about this about an hour ago.
Well, Fez was drinking. It was your birthday, right?
It was actually my birthday.
And he was drinking on the air, and it was all fun. Fez is normally happy drunk. And just as we get to the end, I forget what you were even drinking.
7 and 7s.
Yeah.
My party drink.
Yeah. So, yeah, because a well drink means I'm celebrating. So as the as the night goes along, his friend Mikey D called up, and Fez and him had been fighting, and all kinds of mean things have been going back and forth between them.
Yeah, I was just going through a lot. We were trying to get the XM deal done. My grandmother had died that week. I had just gotten back to D.C. to do the show, and this guy was insisting on coming to D.C. for the party. He wanted to stay at my house, you know, and it was just everything that I didn't need right then and there. And I had told him, through Ronnie, please, it's not a good time.
Yeah.
Don't show up. Don't keep pushing this. And he kept pushing, and it was a night when I was very, very drunk. And I did. He was the last person I wanted to hear from at this moment.
Why did you get a hotel, by the way? Why would you get a hotel?
Because I think the relationship is more special than that.
He was on the Stalker Patty couch.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, wow.
I'm just guessing, because I don't really know.
Gee.
All right, well, we got 3 tracks here. The first one is Fez beginning to crack. This is going to be very uncomfortable, actually.
Of course it is.
Well, let's just stare at him while it's happening. That's what I
I won't be able to look. I'll be covering my eyes through this.
And by the way, I've heard this. If I start jerking off halfway through it, ignore it.
I always do.
Here's Fez beginning to crack.
And Mikey, I swear to you in heaven, you never cut me slack once during this month. That has probably been the worst month of my life. You never cut me slack once. That's terrific.
Okay, Fez.
That's terrific.
Why don't we do this? Because a lot of this...
I love Ronnie coming
Ronnie trying.
I don't remember the laughing.
Because you guys have been working together how long now, Ron?
A long time.
Long time.
And we've known each other for over 20 years.
Yeah. I hear it in your voice like,
I know this is real.
This is a little
right.
different than I'm used to.
Yeah, it's gone too far.
And we were almost done with the show. It was like we had 15 minutes left in the show.
Oh, you almost eked it out.
Almost made it.
And, you know, a lot of times I think cops even know this, that you try to slow your energy down with the crazy person.
Right.
In hopes that kind of brings them down. And I know, you know, not only... You try to slow your energy down. What the hell was that?
That was weird. It was like instant.
They're still
replay.
They're still testing feeds. Yeah, because we're going to do some interviews on other channels.
It's weird saying something and then having it come right back at you.
That was
I was
bizarre.
back on the antidepressants.
I've never had that happen.
I was hoping I just had psychic ability and I knew what Ron was going to say.
It would be great. It would be great. You'd have, you'd have a new closer.
Finally discover that you got it.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to pop in here because you're like, this is not good.
Yeah,
And,
well, I want to get them.
I think I want to save the Ron and Fez franchise here.
Right,
so
I kind of just want to get them.
Low
and not only
energy.
that, but we literally, all these people showed up. We had a packed studio with people with presents for Fez and people who really loved him, and I didn't want him to be seen like that in front of people. I know he was that drunk.
All right.
Why don't we do this? Because a lot of this, I know you've had a lot of stress.
And this has been the worst month of my life.
I know, buddy.
And somehow...
You never want to say, I know, buddy.
I know, buddy.
That's uncomfortable, I know, buddy.
I know,
I'm
buddy.
kind of being nice. At the same time, it was me who slid the Tom Waits. And so it's really...
Oh, yeah. Of course. I was wondering where the music came from.
It's even sounding worse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the terrible thing that you do when you do this job.
The I know, buddy, is that's like hand in hand with the backpack.
Yeah, I think I
Like,
was.
why are you patting
I think I
his
was
back?
doing some of that.
That's
you know?
perfect.
I remember.
And I was totally weirded out that he was this upset
Yeah.
over his 99-year-old grandmother dying. I'm thinking, what's going to happen
Yeah.
when, you know, he gets an unexpected death?
Oh.
I guess there hasn't been a lot of death in your life.
No, that was like one of the few funerals I had ever been to. I think maybe 2 in my life.
He even freezes his sperm. He's that religious that
Hate to see anything die.
yeah,
Right.
he doesn't want anything to happen to those tadpoles. He actually jacks into a freezer, and I think all the Southern Christians do that.
Yeah, sure.
Can't get the door open on it now.
Yeah.
I know, buddy. Oh,
I
my
know,
gosh.
I know,
buddy.
So pissed, so
I know.
sad, and so drunk
And
all
I'm
at
giving-
the same time.
Yeah.
I'm doing giving him that. I'm as mad as you
I
are. you
pray
know.
I never have to say that to Jim Norton or Anthony.
I know,
buddy.
buddy.
I would be
I'm
awful.
with you.
Right, it's just so...
The-
I thought it was a girl! It was a wig!
I
know, buddy. We understand. It's okay.
I'll tell you how bad the night got,
Pat.
though. So I had to take him home and throw the mattress down in front of the toilet and make sure that he slept on his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
was
doesn't
that
throw
effed up, so
and
I didn't
choke.
really even sleep that night because he could have easily,
Were you puking?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he went
it
crazy.
didn't stop from there. Once we went off the air, it didn't stop.
When did you
Yeah.
start puking?
When I got to Ronnie's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's
After I punched him in the stomach.
That what happened?
let's get back to the audio here.
The worst month of my life.
I know, buddy.
And somehow, through some irony of God, through some joke that he finds funny, that the Supreme Being finds funny, my birthday ends up at the end of this month that I have had the most brutal time of.
I think God was sitting there with the
I'm
joke book.
supposed to sit here and
Oh, what kind of joke?
To defend God, my birthday was always at the end of that month.
Right. It wasn't like he just changed it that day and...
And I think after 6, you should stop making a big deal about your birthday. Like that should be a special day.
I was
Right.
having a party
Yeah.
I disagree with Ron. on
Yeah,
that.
I think
it should
thank
be
you.
a special day.
I think
Oh.
we should make it to at least
every
8.
day.
The supreme
I think
being.
a man should just ignore it.
Here we go.
I'm supposed to sit here and take, and drink and have a great time
Mm-hmm.
and, act like nothing's happened whatsoever.
I know, buddy. Here's what
I have been brutalized through this month, and you never, ever got me 1 ounce of slack. Not once did you ever say, hey, I'm here for you. It was always, hey, I'm here for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I want him to stop.
You'll find out that slack becomes the key word in this.
Of course it
Okay,
does.
yeah.
I know. That's why we're going to take
Can
a
someone
break.
yank us off the air right now?
Okay, buddy.
That's very
I know, buddy. Okay. Now, you tried that moving on,
Yeah.
little lilt to your voice. It
Yeah.
wasn't working.
Right about then,
Yeah.
you're thinking, well, I always thought about doing a show by myself.
Right.
So,
All right, buddy. Okay.
Also, Fezzi,
And this was... Go ahead, Ronnie.
I just want you to know.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Awesome. Fezzi.
I'll take a breath.
I gotta hear that again. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Also, Fezzi,
And this was... Go ahead, Ronnie.
I just want you to know that no matter what, a lot of this is because you're drinking and you have had a hard month. And I just want you to...
It's been the most brutal month of my life.
I know it has, buddy. And
No one knows what I've been through.
I know, pal. Yeah. None of us have ever lost a grandmother. You're the first one that ever had a grandmother die. It's all shock to the rest of us.
I don't mean to openly laugh at you, but this is great
This
stuff.
is so unique.
Oh,
good.
it's
Such
so
a mess.
sad.
She's 90. When someone 99 dies, it's a relief.
How old was
Yeah.
she?
99.
Well, that's why they wanted the big 100th birthday
wanted the
party.
Smuckers.
We wanted the Willard Scott moment.
Yeah.
I got to have that moment with my great aunt last year. She
Really?
turned 100.
Did
Was
she-
she on the Willard Scott 100 Years
No,
Young?
she's too young for that crap.
Yeah.
She still lives alone and all sorts. She's one of
Really?
those ones that, yeah, she's
Self-sufficient.
At 100?
no problem. Yeah, no problem.
Wow.
She's going to be 101 in a week.
Jesus.
Still doing it.
Wow.
They celebrated her birthday at a Mets game, and she was there rocking.
God bless.
No
Yeah.
wheelchairs.
If
none of that
anything
stuff.
happens to her, don't tell Fez, please.
I don't want to know.
No.
He will run down 57th Street.
We had a great 100th birthday party though. It was awesome.
Oh.
They always are fun.
We had
They're
planned
so
one.
special.
She got to dance with all her children, her
Oh.
grandkids, her great-grandkids. I believe even some of the great-great-grandkids got to dance with her. It was a very, very special moment.
Everything we were hoping for.
The 99th is special, too. you.
Here's my bottle. No, it's not. It means nothing.
It's that calendar with the
That's plenty. It's really plenty.
Really
66 upside down. I mean, who doesn't like that?
Right.
Sure.
Where's the calendar with the countdown to 100? Does someone have that?
Oh,
the
no.
option.
Oh. Was it penciled in?
Oh,
on the
yeah.
calendar?
Yeah, how
Circled with an exclamation
How
point.
soon?
yeah, how close did she get?
How close
Like 100
did she
days to go?
A month.
Oh.
Seriously.
Oh.
She died March 23rd. Her birthday was April 22nd.
Oh, wow.
Terrific.
You know he's emotional.
Where's my bottle? I'm going to have to drink a lot tonight at B.B. King's.
Wow.
Oh, what's going on at BB King's?
Oh, we're having a welcome back party.
Ooh.
Yes.
Are we
Starting
invited?
at 5:30. You're invited. Definitely be there.
All right,
and
nice.
Jimmy will say goodbye to you.
I will be there.
Okay, track 2. Fez very drunk and emotional about passing Grandma. This is very sad. It continues.
It's been absolutely insane. I had to sit there and watch and get a call every day that my grandmother was passing away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
And you know what, Fezzi?
She held... No, you let me talk.
I'm sorry.
She-
Please, I'm sorry.
She held on through every day this month.
Oh.
And I had to deal with it every day. Every day I got a call saying this was the last day. Ronnie, you know that.
I know that, man.
Ronnie's just like,
Yeah, do I know it?
I feel the worst for Ronnie in this whole thing.
Well, I mean, it's
Hey,
not like
Grandma.
it wasn't like this hasn't happened on the phone, you know, for like
Oh,
weeks
my
and all.
God, I'm sure.
Every day, I swear, my family would call all through that month, and they go, "This
Today.
is it." The nursing home says this is it.
Oh,
It's going to be
you
any
had
minute
to deal
now.
with this every day.
Yeah, and she went into her coma at the same time Terry Schiavo was getting her
Oh, no.
her feeding tube.
And
pulled.
where was Congress?
Yeah,
For
right.
No
Grandma.
one.
Yeah.
For Grandma.
No one.
wow.
All that was there was that black orderly.
Get
He
one
was
last,
nice.
Get one last one.
All right, we have the final track. Fez had
There's
to
more?
leave. You had to leave your family? You talk about
Oh yeah,
that?
he left the funeral to come back to DC. So that
To
kind
do
of
the show.
Yeah,
So,
so I'd just gotten back.
Dedication
yeah.
to the program.
Now, how much time did you guys have left on JFK when this was happening?
We were already in that, where Bob was doing the same thing to us, like, I think it's any minute now, boys. You are going to love it.
So
Opie and Anthony are loving it
I would
like
get
no
both
time
those
before.
calls.
And, they'd already given us XM radios, and the contract was already done, and then, we're in hell, and then I would get up and turn you guys on in the morning, and I'm just, hearing you guys having a ball, and it's like,
Oh, no.
it's like being like on Rikers Island, but then a party bus goes by with all your friends in it. Some party yacht is out there with chicks and all, and you're just looking out the window. And
Oh,
Fez
is that
like,
horrible?
I think we lost her. I think that's the last breath.
You see your show just self-destructing.
Oh
around
yeah,
you.
everything. Everything's fucked.
You got like a week left in prison, and your buddy's ready to hang himself.
When the phone would ring, it was either Bob or someone reporting on Grandma. That was it.
If I could tell the one story that I never told before, that one night that I took the quick break and you left,
Oh, yeah.
when he was going through a lot of his anxiety, he decides during the show that he's having a heart attack.
Right.
So he's locking up, the legs won't move.
Oh,
I throw it
no.
to a break, and like, this is it, I'm going. So I have to call 911,
Oh.
and
Fez.
luckily,
It was a mess.
during
I don't
the,
mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
the Viacom 18 minutes of commercials.
Saved his life.
Yeah, the fucking thing comes up, pulls him out. The EMTs come in, they rush him off.
They're shaving my chest.
Yeah, and I go back,
my
I finish
God.
the
Wait,
show.
this is real?
Yeah, this
Yes.
all actually happened. So they finish the show. I go there, I rush over, and they're like, he's healthy as a fat horse. There's nothing wrong with him. This is in his fucking head, right?
I couldn't breathe. The room was spinning.
So then I have to walk back into the shame of someone thinking they're sick, but they're just nervous. And I'm just nervous.
Very nervous.
They kept me at the nervous hospital.
Opie, turn around and look at me.
He was at the nervous hospital.
So
Fez gets scared.
I'm in there talking to him, and he's like, I can't believe this. He goes, I don't know what I'm fucking doing anymore. And he goes, this is so embarrassing. And I'm going, Fez, this is,
I know, buddy.
Me? Yeah, right. And I'm going, nobody knows that this happened. I didn't even say it on the air. We thought to break. The producer will keep it quiet. And then all of a sudden I hear this. The curtain opens up, and the guy next to us goes, are you guys Ron and Fez?
Oh, no.
I heard your voices. Love you. What's wrong with you, Fez?
I got the oxygen up my nose.
Oh.
And nothing is wrong with him. There's not a fucking thing wrong
I just
with
couldn't
him.
function.
He just can't keep it together.
Your nerves were shot.
It was done.
All right, with that said, why don't we go to track 3 here?
Oh, jeez.
He gets nervous.
Fez had to leave his family to come back to do the radio show shortly after your grandma's funeral.
Yeah, right after.
Just so everyone knows, I'm the first one in my family to move away.
Right.
Everyone else in my family is there in Pinellas Park, Florida. Everyone else was there.
You live in the gayest town I've ever heard.
What is it called?
Pinellas Park, Florida.
Yeah, it's,
Pinellas Park?
yeah, it's right next to Bumfuck.
Why'd they put the L in there and wreck the whole...
Everyone else was there with my grandmother when it was time to happen. My father retired tonight after all his years of work, and I couldn't be there.
Right.
And it's not easy to be the one that's not there. And for someone else to come along and just accuse me of forgetting his birthday, of someone else to accuse me of, being selfish with my feelings, it's absolutely more than I can take, because there's nothing more in the world. When my grandmother got buried on Monday.
Buried.
Married.
I stayed there. I flew back to Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. Here's the thing. My grandmother, almost 90 years old. That's cool.
What?
I said goodbye to her.
100.
We settled things.
Settle things.
I owed her money.
Like there was a problem.
Today we settle all family business.
Someone shot her walking through a revolving door.
The beauty part of this, and the thing that I'm going to admit today, is that I'm stealing this money from XM. I know that this show is frayed and so far beyond its prime. It doesn't stand a chance. And I thought if I could make it to one last payday, maybe I can get the kids through school.
I gotta be honest, Charlie Cheswick handled the cigarette crisis better.
I want my cigarette! Piss on your fucking rules! That's basically who he is.
What gives you the right to keep our cigarettes piled on your desk like cookies?
And then I have to watch him be drugged down the hall to get fucking shock treatment while I'm just sitting there.
Are you going to say goodbye to me, Ron? Settle down, Charles.
It was a bad time.
Yeah.
Is it
sounds
over?
like it.
Is it fucking over? Because to me it doesn't feel
Almost. Less than a minute
more
to go.
Settled things. But I had to leave my family
I know.
when they were at their absolute weakest. They had already lost someone, and then I had to look them in the eye and say, well, I'm off to D.C.
Did you say it like that, Fezzy?
Well, I'm off. Did you have on a straw hat and a suitcase in each hand?
My raccoon coat.
Why did you make it feel like the second loss that your family had to sustain? You're alive.
I'm leaving Smallville.
Not only a death, but my whining won't be here either.
There's nothing wrong with a 40-year-old man moving out of the house. Fucking inbreds act like everybody should live under the same tin roof down there in Florida.
Cozy.
I'm off to D.C.
Wow.
Mr. Watley goes to Washington.
Gets into the old train with the old locomotive.
This is embarrassing.
All aboard!
The whole town of Pinellas Park comes out with a brass band to say goodbye to him.
It was like when
Goodbye,
Doc Hollywood
Fez.
was
Good luck.
leaving, when the whole town, they bring him a pig. Here to fuck on the train.
All right, here's the last 30 seconds.
Please.
Right. Well,
All of that is on my conscience.
I know, buddy.
And for someone to say, for someone to make me feel guilty about what's going on my birthday, when, trust me, is this the place I want to be? Is this the place I should be?
Right.
Probably not. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting.
Basically,
Disgusting.
then he just said, fuck you to the whole town.
Yeah.
Yeah, this went on all night, by the way.
Yeah.
That's just some excerpts.
Yeah, it was just, it was, you know, the weirdest thing is that people were standing there, and some guy who, he's like a friend of the show, he's a hypnotist, he had just come walking in with an ice cream cake for Fez as the tirade starts, and he just stands there shocked. He has no idea what is going on. And I watch as the ice cream cake slowly melts.
I didn't get any.
And the man doesn't move a muscle, just watching a slow train wreck.
That's, wow. How symbolic.
Yeah.
Watching the once strong, firm cake melting into a puddle of mush.
I think I'm back on track.
You
now.
think you're okay now?
Yeah. Off the drugs.
How much
all
did
good.
you drink that night?
He had a glass of
It was a glass,
wine.
little glass of wine, a spritzer. Because you really sounded annihilated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was all fun up until then.
Yeah.
All fun.
Holding it back.
Well, you used to be the funnest drunk.
The
and
tears
now,
of a clown is what that was.
Now it all happens every time.
Let's say hi to Pete in New York. Pete, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, Ron and Fez, I'm glad to hear you guys back on here. But anyway, I wanted
Thanks,
to know
buddy.
if you're going to play that clip where Ronnie gets angry in the air. I love that clip because you just blast. I don't know who he's
Oh,
blasting,
yeah.
but that was a great clip. You guys should play that right now.
Some program managers.
Yeah, this is,
As we drive past Fezzy, you'll see his smiling face, but as you can see, this is what we call a facade. It's a false front. As we drive around the back, yeah, there's a hysterical man crying beside him.
There's a wave of depression.
he went through a rough time.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave.
It sounds like a lot of pressure for 1 month. A lot of stuff crammed into a month.
It had been building over the past 2 years.
The job was a problem. Your grandmother died, and it seemed like you were breaking up with your boyfriend, Mikey D.
That I didn't understand at all.
All right, Jeff, Iowa. What's up? All right, we lost him. Okay.
To have to look people in the eye and say, I'm off to D.C. That's got to be rough.
Yeah.
That's a tough day.
In Florida, yes.